What's up, everybody? This is Russell Brunson. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. And if you're a first-time visitor, make sure you click on the subscribe button and turn on that bell because we got amazing videos coming about talking about traffic and funnels and growth hacking and a bunch of cool things I want to make sure that you don't miss. Now, really quick, in this video, I have my brand new book called Traffic Secrets. In the last section, I talk about growth hacking. What are all the ways you can use growth hacking to grow your companies? And so I'm going to show you guys in this video how Dropbox uses growth hacking, how Facebook uses growth hacking, how Hotmail uses growth hacking, and then how we took those ideas and we use them to grow ClickFunnels into the company it is today. So that's what's happening in this video. It's gonna be a ton of fun. When you watch that video, when you come back, I'm gonna share with you something really cool at the end. So make sure you watch this video, and if you like it, please let me know down below, and I'll see you guys when it's over. This is the title of this next segment: How hacking Facebook, Dropbox, and Hotmail have earned us millions in free traffic secrets. Okay? All right, so as you guys know, there's this whole funnel hacker community. I am the original, the OG funnel hacker. What does funnel hacking mean? Some people think it means going and stealing stuff, and the answer is not that. Funnel hacking is all about looking at what people are doing and modeling it, okay? So as we're growing ClickFunnels, I'm looking like how, because I'm not a coder, I'm not a programmer, I have no ability to actually code and make ClickFunnels. People always tell me, like, Russell, thank you so much for building ClickFunnels. I'm like, I don't know how to build ClickFunnels. I have a genius named Todd Dickerson and a whole development team who built ClickFunnels. I'm the dancing monkey on stage who gets to talk about it, right? And then my job was like, I gotta figure out how to sell this thing. And so I'm looking at like, how do people sell software? I've never sold software before. I'm looking around, I looked at like, what does Facebook do? How does Dropbox, how do Hotmail, like, what do they do? So you start looking at those things and funnel hacking the ideas. So I'm gonna share with you some of their ideas and then show you how we actually funnel hacked them to grow ClickFunnels. You guys wanna see that? All right, cool. To lead off this session, I want to talk about one of my first early friends and mentors in this whole business, a guy named Mike Filsame. This is Mike right here. And back in the day, he had a course called Butterfly Marketing, which is right here. And it was still one of my favorite courses to this day. I keep telling Mike, like, you should write a book called Butterfly Marketing and bring these principles back. But it's been like almost a decade since they've been out there. But Butterfly Marketing was a great product. And some of the basic gist of it was in Butterfly Marketing, he talked about the butterfly effect, which some of you guys have heard this concept before, where a butterfly flaps its wings in San Francisco, which causes like a chain reaction of events that turns into a tsunami on the other side of the world, right? Something like that. So that's the concept of butterfly marketing, of the butterfly effect. And he took that to marketing. He said, well, maybe this is true in marketing. Like, what are the little tweaks we can make on our pages or our funnels or our upsells that cause huge increase in profits in our business? In fact, Mike was one of the originators of the OTO, the one-time offer. Right? He was the first person that showed it to me. Like, here's how you do an upsell. I was like, oh my gosh. And like adding that little thing in there, it changed everything for me, right? So it's these little tiny butterfly marketing techniques. So in fact, all you guys should tag Mike down below, at Mike Filsame or whatever, and be like, Mike, write a book called Butterfly Marketing. We all want to buy it. But that was kind of the concept of all these little things you can do that have huge dramatic impact in your business over time. And so a lot of these things that I saw Facebook and Dropbox and all these companies do were like these little butterfly effects, okay? To make something truly viral, you have to get past a referral point that Mark Joyner calls the copulation rate, or the rate that your viral marketing grows. Okay, this was not planned, but I'm gonna explain how viruses work according to my expertise. And since we're in the middle of the coronavirus, we might as well talk about this, right? Okay, just kidding. So what happens with the virus, okay, let's say you have a thing, right? And so you have one person that goes into this thing. So for our intents and purposes, it's the landing page, right? So here's the landing page, here's your headline, and somebody opts in, okay? And if for every one person that comes in here, on the backside, 0 people pop out, or I guess you have how do I explain this the best way? The copulation is how many people come back through, right? So if you have one person come in here, and from there, maybe the word of mouth is like, well, that person, 1 out of 10 people tell someone else. Then you have a 0.1% copulation rate, right? Because like every person that comes through, every 10 people come through, 1 person will come back through and refer a friend, and they come back in, right? So that's not viral growth, right? Because if I send 100 people, it means I'll get 10. From those 10, I'll get 1, and eventually it just kind of stagnates and dies, right? So the copulation rate is really, really low. But if I create something where 1 person comes in here and they refer 1 person, right? Then you have something that's not viral growth, but it's growth, right? For every 1 person joins, 1 person will come out, and you have this thing just kind of flatlines, right? Which is kind of cool. But viral growth happens when you get 1 person come in and you get more than 1 person come back, right? So 1.1 or 1.2 or whatever that might be is copulation rate. So now you send 100 people into here, right? And you get 101 people that come back through viral growth, and then 200 and 300, like that's the whole mechanism. That's how a virus grows, right? And so So in marketing, like the butterfly marketing effect and things like that, how do you create things that make it so that for everyone who joins your landing page, how do you get more people to come in? Everyone who joins ClickFunnels, how do I get more of them to come in? But to get true population rate, to get more than 1% of or more than 100% referral is really, really difficult and doesn't happen very often. But even with that said, like what can we do to get this number from 0.1 to 0.5 to 0.7 to 0.8? So that, because anything that happens there is that viral growth is just free traffic. So that's kind of the premise of what we're going to be talking about during the session right here. Okay, so to have something go truly viral, you need each person who comes into your funnel, into your world, into your product to refer more than one person. That's how you start growing virally, right? All right, so here's how Dropbox did it initially. And you guys probably heard, if you following the growth hacking strategy, this is how Dropbox did it. Okay, so Dropbox came in, when a new user would sign up, they'd say, hey, if you tell your friends and your family by posting this on Twitter and Facebook, we're gonna give you more storage for free. And then people did that, and Dropbox grew, right? Because everyone's like, oh, cool, we got 10 megs of free storage. If I post this on Twitter and Facebook, I get an extra 30 megs or gigs or whatever it was, right? And Dropbox did that, and that's how they went crazy, okay? For a while, they had true viral growth. For every single person who got signed for Dropbox, they'd bring in 3 or 4 more people. And then boom, it became Dropbox, right? Viral growth. So that was the Dropbox hack that we learned. I was like, how can I apply that to ClickFunnels? I'll show you how we did here in a second. But I was like, that's so cool, okay? Again, it helped Dropbox to grow to over 500 million members worldwide, which is a lot of people. All right, here's a Facebook hack. Someone would join Facebook, okay, back in the early days, and I don't know if it still does this because I haven't joined Facebook in 12 years, but back in the day, when you joined Facebook and you became a new user, it's like, hey, do you want to see if your friends are on here? Click this button and we're gonna scrape your address book and see if your friends are on here. So scrape your address book, found all the people, and say, cool, here's all the people in your address book who are already part of Facebook. Do you want us to contact all the people who aren't and invite them as well? Like, sure, you click a button, boom, and then it would go and invite all the non-Facebook users to come to Facebook, and really quickly, Facebook exploded because of using a viral growth hack like this. Okay, Hotmail had a really cool growth hack as well. You probably heard this one as well. Hotmail came out, and in every single email they sent out, they added a PS line, said, PS, I love you, get your free email at hotmail.com. And so what happens is that a group of people start using Hotmail, and everyone starts seeing, like, get your free email. Back in the day, email wasn't free, and then people are like, oh, that's cool. So they signed up, and soon millions and millions and millions of people are all sending out emails to their friends, their family members, everyone they loved, all driving people back into Hotmail. And that little butterfly effect, that little hack, that little growth hack, whatever you want to call it, dramatically increased how many people came into Hotmail. Okay? All right, so again, I'm looking at that as the original funnel hacker. Like, how do I use these ideas? How can I use that to grow ClickFunnels? And obviously I can't do the exact same thing, but like, how can I make something similar? So the first one, when we looked at Dropbox, we modeled Dropbox hack, right? So Dropbox, when someone came in and they signed up for Dropbox, they said, we'll give you more storage if you refer your friends. So when we initially launched ClickFunnels, we did the same thing. New user would come to ClickFunnels, we'd give them 20 funnels in their account. And then the first page said, hey, if you refer your friends through Facebook or Twitter, whatever, we're gonna give you more funnels. So when they refer at least one friend, we doubled how many funnels they got. And then they had 40 funnels just by doing that. So when we first launched ClickFunnels, that's how we got tons of our initial viral growth, is by modeling Dropbox's growth hack by doubling their funnels when they referred more people into the site, which is how we got a lot of initial growth initially. Okay, next one's ClickFunnels plus Facebook's growth hack. The next thing we did is, I didn't have the technology like Facebook did to go and grab your address book and spam all your friends. I wish I did, because that'd be amazing. But we had to figure out, like, how can we do something similar? So when we had our first webinar, people would would sign up for the free webinar, and then we'd give people a free 14-day trial of the ClickFunnels. And after they joined the webinar, we would say, hey, if you refer 5 friends, we're gonna give you one of our products for free. And what happens, someone would register for the webinar, they refer 5 friends, and they get the free 14-day trial. Those 5 friends would come back and they would join, they would refer friends, and what happens, we were looking at the time, I think about 20% of the traffic that were coming in to register for every webinar were not from our ads we were spending. They were from the people who signed up for the webinar referring their friends back into it. So a 20% lift in free traffic just by adding in a tell a friend script on the thank you page of our webinar. Okay, so again, we used Facebook's growth hack, we modeled it, we tweaked it a little bit, put it in our page, and got 20% more visitors for free to every one of our funnels that we were driving people into ClickFunnels at the time. All right, and then there you go, 20% in free signups. All right, and then this is the third and last. This was my favorite one. You've probably seen this. We were looking at Hotmail. Hotmail had the PS, I love you, get your free Hotmail account here on every email. We said, what if we did it on ClickFunnels? So we create this little badge that's on every single page that says built with ClickFunnels. And when you build the page by default in ClickFunnels, that badge is on there. And if you're building it, we plug your affiliate ID in there, so you get paid commissions when anytime someone clicks on that and signs up for ClickFunnels. But we built that in day number 1 into ClickFunnels, so every page by default had it, and you can turn it off if you want, but it's there. And the results from that have been amazing. Over the past 5 years, the badge has generated over 10,000 people have joined ClickFunnels. That's $1 million per month in revenue because of that little badge we put on there, almost as an afterthought. Okay, that's $12 million per year right now in revenue we get because we put that badge on there. Okay, these little butterfly effects, these little things, they cause huge changes in your business. And so for you, I want you to start thinking about that in your businesses, in your funnels, in everything you're doing. Like, what are little hacks, little butterfly effect things, little viral things you can add in there that'll increase how much traffic you're getting. And as you're going through other people's sign up flow, like watch what they're doing. Be a funnel hacker. Watch like, oh, that's how Dropbox did it. How can I apply that to what I'm doing? Oh, that's what Facebook did. How can I apply that to what I'm doing? Those little hacks had a dramatic increase on our company as a whole. It's fun because as you start looking at it that way, literally marketing is like hunting for buried treasure. As you're going through it, it's like you're looking for this thing like, where's the pot of gold? Oh, that I did. That's some gold. That's some gold. That's some gold. And you're finding all these things, and it's really, really fun. All right, I'm hoping that if you just watched that video that you're geeking out right now, thinking about all the different ways you can use growth hacking to grow your company. Now, inside the Traffic Secrets book, the third section here at the end is all about growth hacking, different techniques and tricks and ways that people haven't even dreamt of to get traffic in their funnels. Before there was Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, when I first got started online, we had to do other things to grow our traffic, and I share all of those in section number 3 of the book here, and that's one of my favorite parts. It's at the end, so you may want to just skip to the end and read it, but what we're doing right now is a very special promotion. You actually can get a free copy of the Traffic Secrets book right now. You just got to go to trafficsecrets.com or click on the button right here somewhere. Click on that button and you can go get a free copy. I already paid for the book. You just got to cover shipping and handling. We'll send this thing out to you. It's a hardbound version. It's like 350 something pages, and the whole growth hacking section's in the back. You're going to love it. But there's tons of other ways to get traffic, over 20 different traffic secrets broken down in excruciating detail. So you can look at them, you can read it, you can model it and get traffic into your websites and your funnels. So go do that right now. Get your copy of the Traffic Secrets book for free. And then after you do that, click on the link right here to watch the next video on other cool ways to get traffic into your funnels.